goes.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where we have more breaking news here. And this continues the hype train of one Mark Waid. And I guess that DC Comics thought the news that Mark Waid is working on a new Teen Titans book due out in July just wasn't enough to get fans excited. So they ended up announcing that Waid is also working on a spiritual successor to his pretty damn good Superman Birthright story with Brian Hitch on art. This 3-issue DC Black Label Limited series, Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor, will be, of course, written by Mark Waid with art by Brian Hitch and will begin in July. And it'll show Superman embarking on a quest to save his archenemy from a terminal illness. This is what Waid had to say about it. Lex has come to Superman with a real problem. Lex has contracted a fatal disease that even he can't crack. He is going to die, Waid said. He asked Superman to help him and help save him, and he does this knowing full well that Superman is going to hate doing it and that it's going to torture him. Now, when he says that, I just sit there and I'm like, do you really trust Lex? Is this just another play to see if Superman will do it and to torture him? But we'll continue on. We'll have to wait to see if that's the twist. But Superman can't say no. He cannot stand back and just let Luthor die. Waid continues. Unfortunately for Superman, if you took a straw poll of the DC universe, 94% of the people on the planet Earth would say just let him die. And so for the first time, Superman is working against the wishes of his adopted planet and working against public sentiment to do something that he thinks is right. And he continues even more, saying it's very much a spiritual sequel to Superman Birthright. Waid explains it is very much a spiritual sequel to Birthright in that if you read Birthright, you'll be very familiar with the versions of these characters that we're using in The Last Days of Lex Luthor. And Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor, #1, goes on sale July 25th. And I'm excited about this. I'm not the biggest Black Label fan, but maybe this is going to get me in. And it is one of the things. At first, you really hit hard Black Label, a lot of Batman stuff, even a bunch of Harley things, and stuff that's, that I guess you'd call it Batman adjacent at points, but it's starting to open up a bit. And this actually has me intrigued because I really did like the Birthright story. And what this reminds me of is something that I've been almost begging DC to do. Something where they go back to older stories like Marvel's doing with the Peter David stuff that I've really enjoyed, and some other things as well over there at Marvel. And it really has kind of, been popular. I mean, it really has gotten some people excited to go back and have these stories, have these sequels, have things going on. So this actually is a good step, and I hope that they continue doing this with more and more writers, get some old writers back, get things going. And I will give Mark Waid credit. He suddenly is going to be doing a lot of stuff, and I'm there for all of it. I think that he is doing excellent work, one of, if not the best writers right now at DC, and that has me excited. And I just want to point out that there are a lot of people in that crazy battle that goes on, comics online and things like that, that half of the people may not like Mark Waid, but you know what? If you write good books and fun books, that kind of gets pushed aside. I'm not hearing a lot of that backlash. What I'm hearing is, you know what? I don't really like, the worst is I don't really like him that much, but man, I like his books. Eventually, we forget about these fights. This is what comics need. This is what DC needs. Good books. And whether or not this will be good, you have to wait and see, but at least the announcement is something that you can get behind and it'll be fun and you're all excited. The Teen Titans deal, most people are excited for that. And then you get this and I'm like, yeah, keep it coming. I would love it if we had 10 announcements a day of this sort of thing, because this is what we need. This is what we need. We need good books. We need good books that kind of have, the right deal of just let's have fun reading comics. You can end up discussing things like, oh, would Superman help Lex Luthor? But that is a comic booky thing. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. The idea that, yeah, and I'm kind of giddy about these things because I'm really, really excited to see how all these things pan out. And hopefully this is the tip of the iceberg, that we're going to get more and more things. But as I end here, please go and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Like the video, enable the notifications, and please let me know again what you think of this, what you think of both stories, this, Teen Titans, all that with Mark Waid. I think it is a really, really, encouraging thing that I think that maybe, just maybe, fingers crossed, somebody at DC is getting some brain cells going and actually coming up with ideas, getting the right writers, getting the right deal going so that we can all get back to enjoying comics, DC Comics in particular here, which I love. It's the thing I love the most. And really, to get excited about things, this is something that's long overdue, I think, with everything that's been going on. So let me know what you think. I hope that everybody is excited. I hope we all get fired up. I can't wait for July. So with that, though, it was breaking news. I always have to end with that. But thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you later.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science is the revolution. Weird science is the revolution.